going on, legends? It's been a few weeks since I made a video. I probably said at the end of the last video I'll show you the aftermath of the next stream. It didn't happen because it's been a few weeks and I've done a few streams since then. So typical Uncle Wayno style, letting people down again. But I thought I might make a new video because I have so much to do this weekend. I have a big stream I'm going to do next Thursday, so I'll talk about that a bit. Lita is away for the weekend, so she won't be coming over, so I'm going to spend the whole weekend trying to sort some shit out and get ready for next Thursday and clean up this fucking house because I literally have shit everywhere. So this is the exact same spot I was standing just then. This is my desk. Look, I've only got 5 eBay orders. Normally that would be a bit of a concern, but I actually couldn't care less because of Whatnot. All my effort has been going into Whatnot. So as you can see, I've got the Whatnot open there because I've got to do some shipping. But my desk is a complete mess. There's just shit everywhere. I've got a pen somewhere under there that I need to find. I only have one pen and I can't find it. So like a lot of this stuff here just actually needs to be listed. So I can't run everything on Whatnot. I'll give you as a bit of an example in this little stack here. Just some stuff that I don't think will sell well on Whatnot when you're getting like 30 people in a stream. I'm not sure if the Secret Garden would go well or 1923 season Yankee Doodle wouldn't, Passport to Pimlico. Western stuff, I wouldn't run any Western stuff on Whatnot. It's more older people that are interested in that sort of stuff. So some stuff is still going on eBay. These ones I have to figure out because of the subtitles and the audio. I think they're all a bit weird. And this box is just too expensive to put on Whatnot. It would just go for way less than what it's worth it. So yeah, I'm not sure I'll get to listing this stuff, but I really want to clean up everything. Look, I just got cards and shit everywhere. More cards. Have a look at this. I just start throwing all the packages that I receive. I start throwing all the rubbish behind me. I do use some of it if I can. I've got all the Halloweens on 4K. I actually need to list that on eBay. I'm not going to run them on Whatnot because I think they're pretty expensive. So yeah, I need to sort all this stuff out. This is just a little spot in my lounge room that I'm standing. Like, have a look over here. We got just boxes of shit. This is the blanket and pillow that I took to Judders last weekend. I haven't even put that away yet. Just a random box of DVDs, another random box of Blu-rays, some Care Bears. This is some stuff that I've got to run in the next sort of toys and collectibles. So I might give you guys a bit of a look at that. Random boxes. They're all full of envelopes. This is the stuff I bought from Judders streams. These are newspapers that I use for shipping. Some of this stuff I fat fingered and didn't really want, but I want them anyway. But there's some cool posters in here. Some really cool movie posters. The banana splits. I actually forgot that I won that one. What's this one? Oh, exit wounds. I did not bid on that. I got a feeling no one won that and Judder chucked it in for me. Because I wouldn't have bid on that for sure. It's Steven Seagal. He's a wanker. This one's cool. I don't think this is like old. Although the print kind of makes it look old. Yeah, I don't think it's super old or anything. Like, it is old, but I don't think it's from like when the movie came out. But that's cool as. There's one in here in particular that I really wanted. And this one is High Spirits. This one is sick. I had to have this one. Police Academy 6. Fucking love the Police Academy movies. Grew up with that shit. I spent way too much money on posters. Posters that I'll probably put in a cupboard, most of them. I might put 1 or 2 up. My walls are pretty bare here, so I might as well go full enough and put movie posters everywhere. Mr. Mum. this is the one that I really wanted. It's a bit controversial. It's very controversial. It's the Blue Lagoon. I'll try to open it up without bloody ripping it. The Blue Lagoon. I loved this movie as a kid. If you've ever watched my movie channels, you would have heard me say a million times that I love the idea of being stuck on a deserted island. I don't know why. I love it. I just love the idea of it. So I love any movies that are about that. But in saying all that, I know within 5 minutes I will be like, get me off this fucking island. But for some reason, I just really like the idea of it. And that's what this movie is. It is very controversial, though, because the two actors spend a fair bit of, not a fair bit of time, like a little bit of the movie completely nude. And Brooke Shields is only 15 in the movie. So, yeah, it's not good, obviously. And she's actually come out recently in the last few years and talked about it. So it's actually pretty horrible, like for her, what she had to do and stuff. So yeah, it's a really weird one for me because it's a movie that I grew up with and I loved. I did not watch it for any of the nudity or anything like that. Like I said, I just loved it because of, these two kids, they get stuck on this deserted island as little kids. They end up there with, this is from my memory, I haven't seen it for a long time. They end up there with a lady. They get shipwrecked or something. And then there's a lady and the two little kids. And the lady dies when they're little kids. And they have to survive on this island and basically learn to be humans on this island by themselves. They don't have anyone to teach them, the way of life. And I just always loved the movie. So there isn't a ton. Really isn't a ton of nudity. I think from memory, it's maybe like a couple scenes, and they're like swimming in the ocean and stuff. It's not like sexualized and stuff. But yeah, I cannot believe how long I've been talking about the Blue Lagoon. Just trying to justify the fact that I bought this poster. Fuck it, I don't care. All right, I also bought all these DVDs off Shudder. Most of them are shit. It was one of the best DVD streams I've ever seen because Judder would literally just pull out 3 or 4 DVDs and be like, that's a bundle, and people would bid. So, you ended up with a bunch of these $2 shop fucking DVDs just because you wanted to buy one DVD that was in the bundle. So there is some alright stuff in here that I will list on eBay like this. I think these actually go pretty good. I actually comped these. I didn't know what they were. I comped them while he was doing the stream and it looked like they go pretty well. This goes well. I've sold this plenty of times. So there's some random stuff in here that I will definitely list. And there is a bunch of stuff in here that will just go into my next bundle that I throw off on Marketplace to get rid of stuff. Like these flashback movies. But yeah, definitely was worth what I paid for it all because they were going for cheap. I think I won this in a giveaway. Fresh Romance. What the hell is this? Oh my god, it looks terrible. It looks like a kid's comic, but it's called Fresh Romance, so that's weird. And I also bought a couple of random figures. Nelson was trying his hardest to eat this one last night. I don't even know who this guy is. I just know these rubber ones go alright. And Chip, his legs have fallen off. They go back on. I just watched Small Soldiers the other night. And the great man, Steve. I'm a massive Steve Irwin fan. I just think he's probably the greatest Australian of all time, if you ask me. So this is the only one I really wanted. I'll probably resell these on Whatnot. Sometimes I just impulse buy shit or just sometimes I fat finger it and just accidentally bid. That's happened plenty of times. It's easy to do. I'll probably keep Steve. But I'll probably resell the rest in my next collectibles stream. Alright, I did 2 streams this week. I did some cards and last night I did a movie one. I've already shipped a ton of the cards out. Even though I have weekly bundling on, I told the guys in the card stream to let me know if they weren't interested in movies, and they did. So I shipped all them out already. These are the ones that are left. I think only one person out of the ones that were left. Oh no, two people out of the ones that were left ended up bidding on movies, I think. So yeah, these are all the movies I sold last night. Some of them went for way unders, but that's fine. I'm totally aware that that's going to happen. I'm moving them a lot quicker than I would on eBay. So some people got some absolute bargains. I don't think he'll mind me saying this is Mike's stack. He got an absolute killer stack there for what he paid for it. I gave this away at the end of the stream, 88 Films hard box. I always, at the end of my movie streams, I always like to give away something kind of nice. So yeah, Judd won that, not Judder. Judd won that, and yeah, it was a really good stream. Heaps of fun. They're my favourite streams to do, the movie ones, obviously, because I'm a movie guy. Yeah, just a lot of chat and banter in the chat. It's just heaps of fun. A few of my mates jump in and buy stuff, so it's really good fun. I gave away some of these pins with not, when people were buying certain things, I just randomly added pins to them as people were buying. They're really cool. Just these like enamel pins. That's Ren and Stimpy. That's Jigsaw. Written and directed by Tarantino. Very cool. So yeah, I tried to add a little bit, just give people a little bit extra, so they get something a little bit extra nice in their packages. All right, it's the next morning, and I'm sitting here at my desk. I've just gotten up. My usual routine: get up, pack my eBay orders, go to the post office and stuff. Started doing the orders for today, and then I've realised it's Saturday. I don't even need to do it. I've got no idea what's going on these days. I'm all over the place. So, but that's good. I'm glad I realised early on in the process that I don't have to do it because I can get started on some of this other shit. Yesterday was a lot of packing and shipping, and I didn't get a lot else done. I did put a few things away and stuff, and I just did some like washing and things like that I needed to do. So I've got a mate's 40th tonight, so I'm going to that. So I'm hoping to get a bunch of stuff done today before then, and maybe tomorrow I can just have a sort of a day off before we get stuck back into it on Monday. So I'm going to start with this desk. Look at this. I just got cards and like top loaders and sleeves and random DVDs and CDs that just needs this just needs to go back on the shelf. It was a return. It wasn't a return. It wouldn't get through customs because there's something with Italy at the moment where they're not accepting postage. I don't know what's going on. Just a couple of things. This was loose in the case, so I had to open it, so I have to do a relisting of it as opened. This one's just in bad condition, so I have to see if I can salvage it or not. Just little stuff. It's not actually going to take me ages to sort it out, but for what, because it's little stuff, I just leave it there. And, random, these are just base cards. They're garbage. These aren't. These are good stuff, but just need to put shit away, basically. All right, so it is Monday Arvo. And I didn't clean up heaps on the weekend like I said I was going to. If you know me, I change things around all the time. I did start cleaning my desk up, and it just didn't make sense to put shit in piles that I already knew what I needed to do with it. So I ended up listing a heap of stuff on eBay. I'll show you. So I did clean up quite a bit of this shit, so I can actually find, I found my pen. There it is. Look at this. I got phones, iPods, all sorts of stuff here. Had a heap of stuff stacked up here, I ended up listing a bunch of it on eBay. It just made more sense if I was going to be sorting it out and realising, okay, that needs to go on eBay, then I might as well just list it while I'm sitting here. I've got my orders up there. I probably should close that so you can't see people's addresses and stuff. But yeah, I did get a fair bit of that cleaned up, which is good because it was really getting annoying. I just need to put these in a bag. Get rid of them. Pretty simple. But yeah, I thought I'll do that, and then I went to my mate's 40th on Saturday, and I thought Sunday I'll do a little bit of stuff, not much, which is what happened. And I thought I'll do more with packages Sunday night, which I did. I'll have all of Monday to start cleaning up the rest of this shit. And then unexpectedly, my dad came and dropped a whole heap of stuff off. So now the place is even messier. I bought this stuff over the weekend and it was near my parents' house, so I got my dad to pick it all up. And I wasn't expecting to see him until later in the week at the earliest. But now I have all this stuff here. I got 4Ks, Blu-rays. That's a massive stack of PS2, plus there's more in the box down there. Wii games. So I'm going to be doing obviously I'll be doing more movie streams. I am going to do a big video game stream. I've got a ton of video games. Now I've got more coming. I've got more movies coming. And then I bought all these shitty CDs because I wanted this shelf. This little shelf. It's 1200 high, so it's not huge, but it's got 6 rows for CDs. It's made for CDs. It's a cool little shelf. As you can see, I've got a much bigger one here made for CDs, but I'm constantly running out of space on that shelf. So yeah, I needed another shelf. Lita is gonna hound me because I think she will want this, but she's not getting it. Sorry, Lita. I need it for myself. So if you can somehow find a way to sell all my CDs really quickly, maybe you can have it. So yeah, I was pretty stoked to get that. It was $25, and she said you can have the CDs that are on it as well. So a lot of the CDs are fucking garbage. Stuff that I can't use. But that's fine. I paid $25 for the shelf. That's all I was paying for, really. So some of this stuff can be sold, but there's actually some good stuff in here. Like, I've sold this before for, I can't remember how much. It was either like 50 or 70. This is the Beatles White Album, so, I don't know what it's worth, but it's got to be at least $20. I did notice a few other Beatles albums. There's a lot of, like, Tchaikovsky and Stravinsky, Brahms, all that sort of stuff, but so that'll just get dumped. When I say dumped, I'll put it on Marketplace. And but there's some of this other stuff. Harry Nilsson, like, that'll sell. Harry Nilsson with 5 albums. So yeah, I've paid $25 for the shelf. I've easily got my money back in just that George Harrison CD. Probably my money back just in that, to be honest. So I'm going to make a little bit of profit off it anyway, even though I just wanted the shelf. Yeah, and there's another couple bags there. That box is full of CDs. That whole shelf was full of CDs. So there is quite a few. Hopefully I'll find some more bangers in there. All right, it is now Tuesday, and I got all of those games and movies all sorted. Checked all the discs, everything. They're all ready to go for my next video game stream and movie stream, which will be probably a couple of weeks away. I'm still waiting for some more stuff to come in. I got some more stuff in today, and I've sorted through that all as well. So I'm pretty happy with myself for doing all of that, because it was taking up a fair bit of real estate on my coffee table there. The CDs I haven't got to yet. As you can see, I cleared all that out, but the CDs are still there. Lita is coming tonight, so I may get her to do that, sort them out. A lot of them are just going to be getting rid of anyway, so probably not worth putting a lot of effort into, to be honest. But we will go in here. I have got my big suitcase out. I have not opened this for probably 10 years, maybe more. I just fucking cart it around with me everywhere. And yeah, it's just got clothes in it. I know some of the things that are in there. I know I've got a bunch of Ween t-shirts, which I'm not going to sell. I just love Ween so much, and those t-shirts are not easy to get. So they would actually be worth a bit of money, and I definitely wouldn't sell them on Whatnot, because I just don't know if there'd be enough Ween fans there anyway. But apart from that, I don't really know what's in here. So it's going to be interesting. Like, it could just be all shit. Like, I know I've got a lot of t-shirts. I don't know if they're in here or some of them are in here that I bought over the years that just never fit me. So some of those will just be bootlegs and things like that. Really have no idea. I've never been one to buy lots of vintage stuff or anything like that. So we'll find out now. I'll open it up and we'll go through it together. All right, I had it around the wrong way. So I've opened it. Look, you can see how dirty it is. It's just been carting it around with me for years. All right, this is going to be interesting. What have we got in here? Oh my God, I'm not selling this. This is going to be the issue. I'm not going to want to sell any of this stuff. I got this at the gig. Look at this. This is 2012 Welcome to Australia tour. I went to all 3 shows in Melbourne. This is official. Bought from the gig myself. Welcome to Australia tour there. Yeah, no chance I am selling this. It's never going to fit me. It's an XL. I would have bought it. It wouldn't have fit me back then. Even I just would have bought it because it was the biggest size and that's all they had, and I just wanted one, which I normally wouldn't do with any other bands really. So yeah, there's one that I'm not selling, and these are a couple of the Ween ones I know from the red. I actually did wear these back in the day a few times, but then, you know, as a good fat boy, I outgrew them. If we can get it open. This one is Dina. There he is. These are just off the Ween website. They're not tour shirts or anything. That's Dina, but I would assume they would have a bit of value. I have not looked them up because Ween fan. If you're a Ween fan, you know basically. And Gina. So there wouldn't be a ton of these around. Like, they wouldn't have sold a ton of them in the first place. What the fuck is this? I vaguely remember this. Oh my God! This is the Dean Ween group. This is fucking epic. I totally forgot about this. This is like Dean Ween, who's from Ween. He did like a baseball game. And you could buy the jersey from their website. And he did like a baseball game with like his muso friends and stuff. From memory, I think that's what it is. Again, not selling that. All the good shit I'm not selling. Oh, I'm fucked in the head, aren't I? What do we got here? Let's see if we can find some stuff that I... Oh yeah, another one I'm not selling. Evan Dando and Juliana Hatfield. I went and saw them in around 2011, 2012. I'll probably say on the back here. It doesn't say the year, but I went and saw them at the corner. And I met them afterwards, and they both signed the shirt for me. That's Evan, that's Juliana from, obviously, Lemonheads. Juliana wasn't in Lemonheads for very long, but they did like a acoustic show together. It was fucking awesome. This is She Had. Again, not selling this. Fuck, no wonder I kept all this stuff. I was wondering why I kept a suitcase full of fucking... How epic is this? This is from the Five Eyes tour. This was around 2014. You know, She Had were great. You could go and see them and you just hang around after the show and they'd come out and chat to you. So that's obviously John. They've Phil, Carl, Tom. Yeah, great blokes. Really great blokes. So again, another one I'm not selling. What's this? Slash. So I got this at the gig as well, probably. 2013 tour. Man, it's just memories. It's so hard to part with this shit. Let's put this in the maybe pile. Put it in the maybe pile. I'm going to be the first person to run a clothing stream and not actually fucking run anything. She Had, again. 2XL. See, this is the issue. This one doesn't have a lot of value. But I actually could lose enough weight to fit this. So maybe I'll keep it. This is fucked. This stream is going to be fucked. I might have to cancel it. What is this? This is from T-Fury. Back to the Future. T-Fury are one of those websites that, designers make up designs. And you can buy them. They're available for 24 hours only or whatever. So this is a Back to the Future one. So I might actually put this in the sell pile. Don't have a sell pile. Put it next to the maybe pile. All right. I think... Oh no. Run DMC. That's just a cheap one. I think. Does it have a year on it? It's worn off. It's a bit worn. I must have worn that one for a bit. Put that in the sell pile. We got 2 in the sell pile. Unfortunately, I'm keeping all the bangers so far. Oh, here's another one. This is one that I didn't get signed. I obviously bought this with intentions of wearing it because the other one's white. I got the white one signed, and I don't wear white. I don't like white. So I probably bought the white one just because it was easier to get signed, and then bought this one for myself. Again, I don't know if this would have a lot of value, and it feels like I shouldn't sell it. So I'll put it in a maybe pile. Soundwave. Obviously, I got this at Soundwave. Let's see who played this year. Metallica, Linkin Park, Blink-182, Perfect Circle, Offspring, Paramore, Slayer, Garbage. Of all these bands, I watched A Perfect Circle. I watched a tiny bit of Garbage, and they live up to their name. I feel like I must have watched Cypress Hill for sure. Tomahawk. I would have seen a bit of Caius. Anthrax, I definitely watched. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of bands. And then I think I watched the first half of Metallica when we left early. I put that in the sell pile. I got to get rid of some of this stuff. It is memories, but you can't fucking hold on to some of these memories forever. This is Motley Crue on the Hanes. I'm pretty sure I got this from their website. Bad Boys, Motley Crue, girls. The voice is shocking. Put that in the sell pile. It's a good fucking shirt. What else have we got? This is Devin Townsend. Devin Townsend project. Fuck, he's good. Love Devi. Heavy Devi. More. You know what? I'd love to keep this, but I think I'm gonna put it in the sell pile. I need to have some good stuff. What's this? This is long sleeve. This is Aerosmith. This is a long sleeve Aerosmith on Cygnus tag. This was way too big for me in the day. And I even had to get somebody to fix the sleeves for me, and then they were still too big. I wonder if this would fit me now. It actually may. I'll put that in the sell pile. Love some Aerosmith, but they can go in the sell pile. What's this one? Oh my god. Here's one for Judder. Jay and Silent Bob Lego. Again, this is one of those websites where you can only get the t-shirt for 24 hours. So this is obviously a Clerks one because there is Randall and what's his face? Brian? No. What's his name? I can't remember. I'll put that in the sell pile. It's never gonna fit me. This is a note that says nearly. So I used to have piles in my cupboard of, yeah, these will nearly fit me if I just lose a little bit of weight. And that was supposed to be fucking... Here we go. Here's another. Why have I got two? That's what I'm talking about. Shirt Punch. I don't even know if they're still going. But they used to do the 24-hour sales. So I've got one new with tags there as well. I don't think the other one's new anyway. Here we go. More Ween 2011 tour. This is an American tour one. I would have bought that from the website. I am not selling that. This will be the Cucaracha album, and I've worn this a fair bit, I think. You can tell. It is. This is the Cucaracha album, long sleeve. Yeah, obviously not selling that. It's Ween. Another Motley Crue, girls. See, this one I used to wear a bit, so I'll put that in the cell as well. Alright, I fat-fingered and I accidentally pressed stop on the video. So, you missed my reaction to finding this. This just means so much to me, this shirt. This was the tour he did in Melbourne with just by himself solo 2 months before he died. Prince, a piano and a microphone. It was fucking amazing. You were not allowed to have your phone in there at all. If you did, you got kicked out. I pressed record, put my phone in my pocket, and the recording came out really fucking good. And I've scoured the internet, and I'm pretty sure I'm the only person in the world that has a copy of this concert in particular live. And yeah, the shirt just means a lot to me because it just brings back, you know, how much I love Prince. So here's another one of those 24-hour shirts. A few of these I already went through, and now I'm redoing it because I wasn't recording. This shirt is sick. This is Walter White, obviously. It just looks fucking cool. And there is another one that is similar. Yeah, that's cool. I'm going to sell those. Some people are going to get some good bargains here, I reckon. Aerosmith, the Air Force One. You know, I bought these like 15 years ago, 20 years ago, some of them. So even though they're not like 90s vintage or whatever, they're actually still getting towards vintage. This one, I always loved this shirt. I'm pretty sure I just bought this off eBay. Yeah. But it's got this like really nice lining in it. And the, you know, like, so it's like two layers and the outside layer is cut out. So the Aerosmith is the inside layer. I'll sell that. What is this? What is this? Oh, it's Ween. More Ween. Poop Ship Destroyer. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, there's no way I am selling that. This looks like one that I've worn a lot. Again, Ween from the Country album. I did wear this one a lot. Some of these, I do remember this. I know what this one is. Oh. I did not know what this one was. I thought it was something different. It's another Ween one. Get this. I think this stack over here must be all Ween. Nope. It's another one of these shirts from the 24-hour places. It's a crossover between Breaking Bad and A Clockwork Orange. They used to do lots of crossover designs. So that's a pretty cool one as well. Sell that. Mudhoney. Mudhoney. On the Fruit of the Loom. This is old. Don't know how old. Oh, look how yellow that is. That's fucked. I might try and sell it. I'm not washing it. This is Ween, I can tell just from the picture. I used to wear this one a bit back in the day. pretty cool. Alright, we're nearly finished. This is Wayne as well, I can tell. This is the pirate one. I wore this a bit back in the day, long sleeve, bludgeon your eye. There's vision of me singing that song on Instagram if you go to my fucking reels. Right at the bottom, I think. Get off me ass, you wee bitty fuck. If I pull out the claymore, you shit out of luck. Beautiful Irish drinking song there. Perfect Circle. I don't know if I got this when I saw them. Probably not. Might sell that. More Wayne. I won't open it. You've seen enough Wayne. This is probably Wayne as well. Yep. More Wayne. That's it. Alright, that was fun. I got heaps more. I got tubs of clothes in the shed. I know I've got more in the cupboard in my bedroom. So yeah, there's heaps more to go through. So maybe I'll do it in this video. This video is going to be really long at this stage, so I'm not sure yet. We'll see how we go. I've got to sort some more out today because I really need to be able to show people what I'm going to be showing on Whatnot. So they come along and watch and buy stuff. All right, I just found some old shirts that I used to wear, and I just wore them to death. Like, they're fucked. Like, and I've still got them. Soundgarden, Nirvana, like, oh, they've got massive holes in them and shit. And I'd just wear them around anyway. It didn't matter. I didn't care. This is a Primus tour shirt from the big day out, I'm pretty sure. This is an Alice Cooper tour shirt. Look, he's got a big fucking hole in his mouth, and I still used to wear it around everywhere. Tour shirt from 2015. And I found a couple of bags of stuff that I've thrifted. So we'll go through that. So all of this stuff will be for sale. There's a Slipknot shirt. There's a Maiden shirt. Tour 84, 85, but it's not from 84, 80. Kiss shorts. Whatever the fuck that band is. I got a vintage Swans bib, a vintage St Kilda bib, a Harley hat, Dirty 3 shirt. I don't know if I'll put that on Whatnot because it's probably worth way more than it'll go for. If you're a Dirty 3 fan, let me know. Ash's shirt from the 90s. Some more shorts, more Kiss shorts. This guy, I can't remember how to say his name, but you will know him. It's a Slayer shirt. I don't know if I'll run this, because I actually looked this up. This is a Dio shirt. Dio was a fucking metal god. This is from the 80s. It's single stitched. It's size large on a paper tag, single stitched all around. I looked them up. They go for a few $100. So I don't know. I'll have to look it up again. Tour from 1986, Sacred Heart tour. So I'll put that one aside and we'll check him out later. I might be a bit scared to run him on Whatnot. I don't know how many Dio fans will be watching. If you're a metal fan, you should love Dio. The Chats, again, that might be a bit of a rare one. I think some of their stuff can go for a bit. Misty fucking whatever his name is, John or something. I've got all these soccer jerseys. I don't know anything about them. Like, I think some are modern and some are vintage. I really don't know. Looks like it's a cricket shirt. But yeah, most of these are soccer shirts, soccer jerseys, I should say. So I'm probably going to run all of these soccer jerseys, and whatever they go for, they go for. So if you know anyone who's into soccer jerseys and vintage soccer jerseys, fucking tell them to come and watch, because I'm pretty sure you're going to get some absolute bargains with this stuff, because I have literally no idea about it. All right, I have another bag here. Got some Harley. What's this? That's a band. Oh, that might be a Mayhem shirt. Does it say Mayhem? I'm not sure. I'll look it up later. Pixies. Is that a tour shirt? It is. Pixies tour shirt. Don't know when that's from. I think it might be modern. Not modern, but it's still old. There's a WWE shirt. Run DMC jumper. I got some cool shit in here because I know what's coming up. I can see it. Another metal band that I can't fucking read. The Wallabies jersey. I've sold one of these before and got quite a bit for it. I think over like 100 maybe. But yeah, that's one of them. That's a Cronulla jersey. A Steph Curry jersey. All legit. There's a Buddy Franklin jumper. Giannis jersey. These are all official. Sydney jersey. Another Sydney jersey. Not what I thought was going to be in here, but they'll be in tubs in the shed, I'm guessing. So there's some awesome stuff. Like, I haven't even got the tubs out of the shed yet. These were in my cupboard. And I'm pretty sure I've got my own personal stuff in the cupboard still. Some of my own personal stuff. I'm not sure. But I will endeavour to find... Well, I'll go and get the tubs out of the shed. I've got one tub up here. I'll grab that down now. All right, this stuff will all be getting sold. Night Train, Gunner's shirt. I think this is just a Nike. It is CP3 shirt. This is a vintage Melbourne Demons wool knit. Footy knits tag. The Demons embroidered there. This is a GWS jacket, but it has the number 5 on the back. So weird. I remember asking Judder about this ages ago, and he wasn't really sure. It could have been, might be like a staff jacket or a trainer or something, and that's their number. Don't know. This is an Elton John tour shirt. It's long sleeve from 2019, I think, and it's got the really cool sleeves, the Yellow Brick Road. Now, these are sick. These are sick. These were my dad's. So my dad got these from the gig in 1986. Dire Straits. Look at that tag. Dire Straits singlet. Brothers in Arms live in 86. My dad owned these all these years, and he got all 3 of them at the gig. And this is the t-shirt. Again, look at that tag in the 80s. Again, live in 86. And this one has a bit of a button-up feel to it, I think. If I can get it open. Again, same deal. On the old school tag there. Dire Straits live in 86 with the sort of quarter button up. Nothing on the back, I don't think. So I'm going to be running all of those as well. All right, quick, the Blue Lagoon update. I watched it. I rewatched it for the first time in a long time. I also rewatched the sequel, Return to the Blue Lagoon, with Mia Jovovich is in that one. And I also looked a little bit of it up. It's not as bad as I thought. Brooke Shields is not actually nude in the movie. They used a body double. So the things that she were uncomfortable with was there's a couple of kissing scenes, which she's totally it's totally understandable that she was uncomfortable with that and she's not happy about it. She was kind of made to do these kissing scenes. They're not full on or anything, but she was only a really young girl, so it is pretty shit for her. In saying that, it's part of my childhood. I love Deserted Island movies. There's so much positivity in the movie itself. It's not gratuitous in any way. The movie is really a coming of age movie about a couple of kids that get stuck on an island. They have to figure out how to live life. I made a mistake when I said earlier that they were stuck on the island with a lady. That was the second one. They're stuck on the island with a man in the first one. And yeah, there's definitely some cringe scenes, but um, yeah, I think the movie overall is pretty positive. There's a lot of woke people on the internet that do not like it though. So that's fine, whatever. Anyway, enough of the fucking Blue Lagoon. We're gonna wrap this video up. I reckon this video is gonna be the longest video I've ever made. There's fucking just heaps in it for some reason. So if you've watched all the way to the end, thank you. I really appreciate you. It does. It means a lot because, you know, you've stuck with me the whole way through. As you can see, I got a ton of stuff for my clothing stream. There's tons I didn't show in this video. Look out on my Instagram. I will show some of that off on Instagram. So you'll see it there. I just need to get this video out because the stream is in 2 days and I obviously want you guys to be able to see this stuff so you come along and buy some stuff. I've also got a whole tub full of hats. I got tons of stuff. So, I don't know, the stream could go for 2 fucking days. I'm planning on just only doing one clothing stream. So, I want to get it all done in one. So, it's going to be fucking huge. Like, it is going to be massive. So, come along. If you have still not signed up for Whatnot and you've seen some of this stuff that you want to buy, follow the link in my description. You'll get $15 for free. It's totally legit. You know, some people might think, oh, this is dodgy or whatever. There's got to be some kind of catch. There's no catch. You'll just get $15 for free. You can't use the $15 for postage, but you can use it for any of your purchases. So you pay $10 postage and you get a $15 t-shirt or whatever for free. Or you might get 3 t-shirts for $5 each for free. So it's an absolute no-brainer. Come along. It's going to be heaps of fun. It's going to be the first time I'm actually going to be selling on camera. Usually it's just my hands in front of the camera. But obviously this stuff's bigger, so I'm going to have to be on camera. So I've got a couple of little things planned to try and make it fun. So should be lots of banter in the chat. It'll be awesome. So please come along and check out my Instagram to see some of the other stuff I'm going to be running. The stream will be on Thursday night, 6:30 Melbourne time, I think. I'll pin it in the comments of this video. I'm pretty sure it'll be 6:30 Melbourne time. So yeah, check the comments of this video and you'll be able to see the time of it there, or just go over to Whatnot and you'll be able to see it there. So thank you again for watching all the way through. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next one, mate. Bye.